Welcome back to the Voiceovers Podcast. I'm 24K Logan, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Little Mermaid, directed by Rob Marshall, starring Halle Bailey. So the very first thing that I want to say about this film, shout out to Halle Bailey for an amazing performance. She was flawless. She nailed it. I have nothing bad to say about her performance as Ariel. She did a great job of showing emotion. Obviously did a great job with the singing. Magnificent job with the singing. And a great job of bringing Ariel back to life, so to speak. I think the only issue that I have with this film, and it's an issue that I have with pretty much all of the Disney live action remakes of the classics, is that they lack the heart and the soul of the original Disney films. Now, for some people, that might not be such a big issue because some people might say, well, if you're going to go and watch this movie, you don't need to expect the original film. The issue is, if you're going to remake a classic film like The Little Mermaid, you better expect people to compare and contrast it to the original film. That's just how it is. Like, for example, with The Lion King, nobody can do the voice of Scar like Jeremy Irons. Nobody can do the voice of Mufasa like James Earl Jones. Aladdin, shout out to Will Smith for a great performance of the genie, but nobody can do the genie like Robin Williams. Nobody can do the voice of Ursula like the original actor. So you see where I'm going with this? Is that constant cycle of these actors doing a overall good job of portraying these iconic characters, but they can't live up to what the original actors did for the most part. That's give or take, because you can't always compare one actor to another. But again, if you're going to remake a classic film like The Little Mermaid, or any classic film for that matter, you're going to have to expect a lot of comparisons. Another thing that was different about this film, and a lot of people have made comments about this, how they diversified everything. Now, of course, when The Little Mermaid first dropped their teasers and their first images for the release of the film, a lot of people were very heated or felt a type of way about Halle Bailey portraying Ariel, because of course in the original Little Mermaid she was white. That's obvious, so no need for me to even harp on that for too much longer. But a lot of people were heated about it, and some people, depending on how you view things, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but depending on how you view certain things, you might feel kind of weird about them diversifying everything. But it is the year 2023. You got to expect things like that. Me personally, while I don't know how necessary it was, I don't have a problem with it either. And it is kind of a beautiful thing to see people of different backgrounds and different races all together on the screen, something that we didn't have that much of, or didn't really have at all in the original. The CGI in this movie was great. There were times where it looked like a very deep fake, or it was kind of, I don't want to say cringy, but kind of overboard. But like, for example, the scene where Ursula became a giant and she was about to take over the sea, that was a good effect. That was a good scene of how they were able to kind of bring that to life, or redo that scene from the original. But there were times where it seemed kind of just too much. But overall, I do recommend people to go and watch this film. Again, Halle Bailey, amazing performance. All the actors played their part. And I think another reason why people feel bad or feel some type of way about these Disney live action remakes, it's kind of like a thing with The Lion King, how these creatures and these animals, they're not able to show emotion because it's a sort of computer animated thing. It's CGI. When you have a 2D or 3D animated film, you're able to show a lot more emotions in animals and sea creatures and whatnot. With the live action film, you're not really able to do that. It's almost like you have a dull, blank crab just staring at the camera singing a song but not showing any type of emotion. And that's all of the creatures in this film. But again, I do recommend people to go and watch this film. It is one of the best live action remakes that Disney has made in recent years. I definitely can see myself watching this again, and I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. I highly recommend it. That's going to conclude my review. I appreciate everybody for watching. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everybody supporting us. Peace and love to everybody. More content on the way.